Okay. Alrighty. So, actually kind of on time per my schedule for a change. Yeah, so it's WoW Challenges Wednesday. And we're gonna work on a few Bloodthirsties today. We haven't brought the warrior back in yet. I was originally thinking this week, but I don't know. I struggled this week to just get 4 ready. Because this Death Knight of ours currently... Can you check the stove? Oh, I was hearing a noise. I wasn't sure if it was boiling over.
Nope. Doesn't look like it's even rising yet.
Okay. It must have been coming from outside. I thought I heard something.
It's running around like crazy, so maybe it was outside.
Okay. Anyway, so, yeah, I really struggled to get the 4 that we did have leveled. It also didn't help that I was having internet problems Monday night when I was trying to get caught up. So that didn't help at all. I don't know, for some reason I was just insanely behind this week, and I'm always behind, apparently, lately. I'm not quite sure what's been happening, but I'm just always behind. I'm behind in everything. I didn't even get that many write-ups done. I got 1 done so far this week. I had all these plans to get stuff done yesterday, and that just didn't work out. Just didn't. What can you do? I was like, yeah, I'll get the Death Knight finished up, and that took for fucking ever. Like, I know tank specs usually take a little bit longer to get through, but holy hell. Although, it didn't help that I can't really use my AoE where I am with the Death Knight at the moment. Because I'm too worried about people dragging stuff through it. So, if I was able to use the AoE, things might go a little bit faster, but it's also taking a little bit longer at this point with her, 'cause she's getting to that point where, you know, the XP's starting to drop off because the mobs aren't leveling up to her where she is because of the storyline, excuse me, option, and stuff's not, you know, properly scaling where she's at. Hi, Zuzu. Every time I go live, Zuzu has to be right here. Because he's a jealous pupper. Or he thinks my microphone is food or a plate or something, and he just doesn't seem to get that I'm not eating anything. He doesn't like it when other people get attention. I don't think he understands that I'm talking to other people. He just realizes that he's not the center of attention at that particular moment, and he gets uppity. But yeah, we'll see how this how the next level goes with that DK, because I don't think she's gonna be able to deal with the level 60 mobs yet. So I think I'll probably wait till she hits 57 before I go and switch out her gear. I don't know. I might try one, but I might go see what gear replacement looks like before I try it, though, because, you know, level 60 mobs mean business, and they're going to be a dark orange to me at 56, so... It's just infuriating seeing the amount of XP I'm getting going down. I mean, I could freaking buy that toy, but I really don't want to waste the money on it and go somewhere I'm not familiar with to potentially die, you know? I do think, even though it's gonna be pretty slow for the next level on that one, I just need to tough it out. And suck it up just to get through it. But we're definitely in a time crunch now, so... I mean, it's not too much of a time crunch, but there is a time looming if I want to get this done before the next X-Pack. Because then I will be taking a break. I will still be doing testing for Lita, if I'm still on my break at that point. It depends on when beta stuff happens and if I'm even part of it. Not everyone that signs up gets beta access early, so... But I did go and do the opt-in so I can at least help her test. And if you are a fellow challenge player and are interested in testing or helping us test challenge play on PTR and beta for... I don't even know what the hell they're calling it. Are they calling it Dragon Isles? Dragonflight? Whatever. The next expansion in the Dragon Isles. If you want to help us test. And, like, you would actually be helping us test. You would be trying to play different challengers in a challenger setup as best as possible. Through Dragonland's stuff, Dragon Isle stuff, like Iron Man, Green Man, Bloodthirsty, you know, all of it, in like different class race combos and stuff. If that interests you and you'd be willing to take notes and mark down your findings and whatnot and share them with the test team, then let us know. It's not just sitting there playing, oh yeah, it was fine. No, we need details. We need, okay, well, what happened here? Was the damage a lot? Were you able to get through this? Like, you need to take notes, like comprehensive notes about what you ran into, what gear you had on, you know, what challenge were you trying to level through going through here and here, and how was your experience traveling from here to here? Is this challenge and stuff. So it's not just, you know, dicking around on PTR or beta. We actually need input. We need you to supply information. We need you to actually test. So if that interests you, let me or Lita or any of the other mods in Discord know, and we'll put your name down. I know it's still a little early. I know they haven't even started alpha yet, but at least this way we have a list of people in place for when beta starts, so we know who all is part of the test team. So if Lita manages to get her hands on some beta keys, she can give them to the appropriate people, if they give her any extra. You never know. I think she managed to get a couple extra for Shadowlands. We didn't have a whole lot of help with Shadowlands. There was only like 4 of us, maybe 5 of us, that were able to do any real testing that had time to. So, again, if you're interested and that sounds like something that you are willing to do, hi doggy, let us know, please. And we will mark you down. All right. So we've got about a bar and a half, really, on the shaman. And for those new, we're grinding to max level. Very minimal quests involved. I've only really been questing where I absolutely positively have to. So, that's to get out of the starting zone if I'm on a exceptions made character. So, the exceptions characters are Goblin, Worgen, Panda, Demon Hunter, Death Knight, as it stands right now. Those are the ones that are allowed to do the quests to get out of their starting area. But once you are out of your starting area, you have to start grinding. Everybody else, since you're not locked into your starting area and you can freely walk out of there at level 1 and go wherever the fuck you want, yeah, you have to start grinding from the very beginning. As soon as you burst onto the screen and you've got all of your stuff set up. No questing for you. There is a list of allowed quests on the Bloodthirsty Rules page. We have allotments for a couple of transition points. Like, you can do the 2 quests to move Darlaran from Northrend to Legion to get your Darlaran Hearthstone, to take you to Legion Dal. That's allowed, and I do highly recommend that if you are going Alliance, because it's a lot harder to get back to Stormwind from Legion, or from BFA, if you plan on leveling out here, than it is to get back to Orgrimmar from Zoldazar. Because the boat from here, since we can't do the quest to open the portals for the Alliance, the boat drops you in Hillsbrad. At least it has for me every time I've left here. So, it's quite a pain in the ass. And this one never got her Darlaran Hearthstone, so getting back's gonna be quite a problem. What's wrong?
Nothing. Your mother just asked me to read something.
Okay. I thought she was asking you to go get dinner. I'm like, really? I just started cooking. That's why I was like, don't tell me. But, I just find it easier to come out here and stay put. Because I don't tend to play with Crommy time. I don't like making the waters more complicated if I don't have to, especially on the Bloodthirsties. I think the only one that I've really used Crommy time on would be that pacifist of mine that just dinged down in front. And I do have video I have to edit for that. Like I said, I am effing behind in everything. I have the last couple of levels. I still need to sit down and edit those. I was supposed to work on that. Okay, so here was my planning for yesterday. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna finish my Death Knight, and then I'm gonna start to edit the speed playthroughs on the pacifist leveling, and while that's rendering, I'll start to work on some write-ups, and it'll be good. And then the Death Knight's leveling up took me like 4 hours, and life happened, and then by time I got to a point where I could work on a write-up, I was too tired to even attempt to figure out editing, and I was like, yeah, no, that ain't happening tonight. So, like I said, it's been a thing. And then today I could not sleep. Insomnia was kicking my ass. I was awake. Couldn't sleep, so then I was reading, and then I lost track of time when I was reading, although it didn't really matter because I wasn't sleepy. So, by the time I finished what I was reading, I looked at the time and it was almost 8 a.m. and I'm like, oh fuck. So, tried to go to sleep. Couldn't sleep. I don't think I fell asleep till maybe almost 9. I laid there tossing and turning for a while. I couldn't get comfortable. And then I woke up at one point when the husband got up. And then once he was up, I was able to sleep. I don't know what it was. I don't handle sleeping very well when he's not in here. But he kind of has to sleep in the other room because we have to keep the cats separated, and he stays in there with them overnight so that they don't get a little too feral from being separated out from the rest of the cat population. So they have some kind of contact. I have no idea how much longer that's going to continue. It'll go until one of the cats that we have to separate passes away or his mom comes back. Because we did not know that she was planning on gallivanting all over constantly. When we started doing that as a solution to a situation where two of the cats could not get along, and by the time they started to not get along to the point where we had to separate them, both of them were already well situated here, and we didn't feel right rehoming one of them. So we'll just suffer through a bit of inconvenience. And they're happy enough, separated out. We're in a routine. They're fine. And they each get turns hanging out with people and being cats and everything, so. But, yeah, like, I don't think I really fell asleep till after he came back from the store. Like, I woke up when he came back. I don't think I had that much sleep today. Maybe 10, 11, 12, maybe 4 hours? Maybe? Maybe. But I did sleep quite a good chunk Monday to Tuesday. I slept late. I woke up late on Tuesday. So that kind of made up for it. Oh, what did we get? Ancestral... No. Astral. There's no N in there. There was a lot of letters that weren't in there. Astral shift. Shift partially into the elemental planes. Taking 40% less damage for 8 seconds. Huh. That might have been sort of like a oh fuck me moment. I don't know where I want to put you. I guess I'll put you there. Alright. So we hit 42. I wish they would fix selfie cam. The awkward angle they've got it at. is a bit of a pain. Alright, give me 1 second. Because my dumb butt forgot to do something. As I often do. Always forgetting something. Okay. Alright, so let's do our photo things. Looks kind of awkward. The height is just a bit weird. So, WoW challenges, bloodthirst. Oh, nope. There we go. Bloodthirsty, Title Soul, Resto Shaman, Dings level 40. Is that right? No, 42. I'm trying to rush things here, I guess. Slash Blade is gonna be 4 days, 19 hours, 23. No. 4 days, 19 minutes. Oh, wow. Okay. My brain. Wow. I'm just gonna skip the hours part altogether. 4 days, 4 hours, 19 minutes. Holy shit, my brain today. Didn't even see the 4 hours part. Didn't even see it. 19 minutes and 23. Wow. Seconds. Damn, brain. Wake up. Not enough caffeine. I haven't been awake that long. Well, no, that's not. Well, how long have I been awake? What time is it? 4. I technically woke up at 2-ish, but I laid there for almost 45 minutes because I almost fell back asleep. I was like, I need to get the fuck up or else I am gonna fall back asleep. Sleep deprivation doesn't make things better. Okay. 79.96. I think that's right. Okay. That's what I'm seeing, so hopefully that's right. And I've got to work on right up a little bit. Ooh. Well, hopefully spell check will help me there. Maybe. I don't know. Alright. So let's do our vendor trash first. Didn't get a lot of the large ticket items this time out. Did get 3 antlers. We did get 1 true flight fletching and 1 bushy tail. So we got a little bit. We only got 2 greens and they're not worth all that much, so I'm just gonna tuck them in there. What is the matter? Why are you whining? What's wrong? What's the matter? What? When did he go potty last? Is Nom Nom's outside? Or do you smell the smoke? We think our neighbor's smoking something. Either that or there's a fire somewhere. Because, something's burning. It's not in the house. It's coming from outside. So our vendor haul was 226. I don't know if the dog was whining because the cat was near him. He's very strange sometimes. Alright. So, one down. Next up is going to be the Demon Hunter. And I did get a weapon switch out this time. Actually, both weapons got switched out, so we're not using the fist weapons at the moment. We have a warglaive and a sword at the moment. See how that goes. Same deal, not too much in the way of the large ticket items this time out. 1 bushy tail, 3 antlers, and 1 charnel ash so far. This level. She is 46. Now, because she's a demon hunter, and she's kept on a separate list than the main lists, she won't be celebrated the same way as the others. She kind of falls into the category of Death Knight and allied races. Those don't get write-ups. Only the base classes do that start at level 1. Oh, no, that's not what I want. That's what I want. So, because, you know, she didn't start at level 1, she's not quite the same as the others. So, she might get, like, she'll get a congratulations in Discord, but, and a congratulations on the show, but she won't actually get a full-on article. Same with the DK. So she's got 3 bars remaining. I try to leave about 3 bars left for us to level through together. Unless, you know, we're getting towards the end of their leveling experience, because 3 bars in Shadowlands, ooh buddy, that takes a while. That could take me an hour and a half, easy, depending on what I'm killing. So, you know, I don't want to put you all through that misery. It's bad enough I put myself through it. So, you know, that takes a while, and if I had more time for us to level together, it wouldn't be so bad. But I don't have that much time, because, you know, now that we've got 2 out there, that would probably be like 2 hours just on those 2 characters, maybe. Although so far the druid in bear form, Guardian spec, has been going a lot faster than the DK. I don't know if it's just that I'm just done with this DK mentally, or oh, my neck cracked, or if the DK is just being that much slower. But I've been having a really hard time pushing through on them. I think this week I might have to do the DK in smaller increments. Because trying to push through them in 1 to 2 sessions this week just didn't work. It just didn't work. I might have to split them up into, like, I don't know, 25% a night or something, if I have the time to. What's this? Alright, well, we picked up another green. Technically we can use it, but it's not going to do us any favors, so we'll just stick that to the vendor pile. And hope that we can find some affordable greens when the time comes, if the time comes, to head into Shadowlands in an alive capacity. But we will see how that goes. Oh, there's another trophy antler. That's good. But, yeah, I don't know. It could just be that the druid is a couple of levels lower than the DK. That could be it. I won't know for sure until we start to get another level or two on that druid to make up my mind about how that feels, but that DK is dragging real bad. So hopefully my sanity survives their leveling, but yeah, I'm thinking this week I might need to try to do some more leveling over the course of the week with that one. I don't normally do any leveling on Wednesday night. Unless I know the weather's gonna be an issue. The weather might be an issue tomorrow. May have to work on someone tonight. I don't know, though. There's no show this week, so technically I could use Saturday to focus on that. So I might not try to push through anything tonight. My hand's been a bit swollen. My hand was pissed about leveling yesterday. That was another reason why I was having so much trouble. My hand was just tired. My bad hand. So it was starting to get a little swollen. It was starting to get tired. And I really was just like, fuck it, we just won't have the DK this week. But I did manage to push through on her. And I started watching a documentary while I was trying to work on a write-up. And realized I was watching the documentary more than I was working on the write-up. And I'm like, oh shit, what time is it? It's like, my ass needs to go to bed. I did get one write-up done last night, so that's something. And that is something. Not as much of a something as I wanted there to be, but tonight I might try to get one of those videos edited. I don't have to do that much editing with the down in front videos. I do have to lay music in on them though. That does take a little bit of time. Because I have to find the music to put in there. Like, I have some music, but you still have to listen to it to see how it flows into the next song. You can't just throw shit in there willy-nilly, because then, you know, if it's completely different, it's kind of jarring. And I'm trying to keep the music a little bit fast on his leveling, because, you know, it's pacifist, so you're just... I'm not doing anything fascinating with him, I'm just picking flowers and mining ore, so I'm at least trying to keep the music a little bit bouncy where I can. But I think I might need to go through the music library on YouTube and see if I haven't downloaded anything yet that I starred. Because sometimes I'm like listening to stuff every so often on there and I'm like, oh, that might work for something, that might work for something, and I'll star stuff. And I don't actually download it to put it into things until I'm ready to use it. I've got a whole bunch of music on my portable from there. so that I can just grab it and shove it in. Not enough room on my PC to hold on to all of it specifically. As it is, I finally found one of the folders that was not... It didn't have a huge amount in it, but it definitely had some stuff in it and explained why my number was fluctuating quite so hard all the time, and had a folder of screenshots. I had to move where that was directing to. And that like freed up like 3 to 4 gigs. I know that doesn't sound like much, but it's enough for me to work with this week, or at least right now. It'll buy me a little bit of time. Oh, husband's not going to be available to do Planet Zoo this week because it's just a busy week. And so we're going to go back to the single random zoo that I was working on, the solo one. What the hell was that one called? Streamland Park. And I think I have some staff buildings we have to finish up there. And then we'll do a spinny spin on that and see what we get. I'm kind of mad that my spin wheels keep dropping off the shit that I put on there, so... It's a bit annoying. What is this person doing? I always get nervous when somebody stops next to me because I don't know what the fuck their deal is. It might just be happenstance that they stopped there. But I'm like, what are you doing? Like, they could have been looking at their map or something. It unnerves me. Because I'm like, yes, can I help you? I always feel like they're gonna hop off their mount and start attacking stuff. Like, please don't. Please don't do that. So, I keep going back and looking at our art piece that we worked on Sunday, and I'm just not happy with those clouds. I'm just not. I know I tried to make them the way that he did his, and I'm kind of upset because I'm just not feeling them. So I might go back in and try to adjust that. Because I don't know. I'm not happy with it. I'm gonna see if I can do anything with it. I might not be able to. That might just be the way it is now. We'll see. If I try to adjust it, I might try to adjust it off stream and just record that part. But, you know, that's if I have time. I might have to try to play with it on stream this week. We'll figure that out. We will get there.
Target something first.
Eventually. Alright, so we got about a bar and maybe a quarter left. A little over a third. On the Demon Hunter. So we're getting there. They haven't been too bad. I mean, they've been a little slow, but not like gouge my eyes out slow at this point. So I have a feeling I might want to get to that feeling when we get to Shadowlands, but we'll see. We very much will see. They've still got a ways to go before they enter the Lands of Shadow. We gotta get that DK out of there before we put somebody else in there. That's for certain. For the very... Well, at the very least for the sake of my sanity. So... I have no idea what our neighbor is smoking, but... if it's from our neighbor, I can't tell. It's a smell that's concerning. He got a new grill a couple of days ago. Because he had this mess of stuff in the back of his truck, and I'm like, what the hell is all that shit? And then we finally saw the box, and I was just like, oh, it's a grill. He had a smoker before. Which would always be concerning when we would look out and see all kinds of smoke in the backyard, and we were like, oh god, what's happening? And then we realized it was coming from what we assumed to be a smoker on his side of the fence. I was kind of surprised it was quite so close to the fence, but, I mean, the fence is wood, so I was like, well, it is your fence, buddy, so it's not our fence. We just benefit from it to a small degree. On the one side of the property, but there's a drainage ditch behind our house that's kind of got a mini forest growing around it, and the other side's just kind of open. We were gonna think about like planting some bamboo along that side of the property line where there isn't a fence, but now we think we know where the property line is. But that could make things a little difficult at times, so it's hard because we don't really have any privacy back there. Although we really wouldn't be able to put up our own fence because we use the backyard to turn the cars around. Because that would involve putting in all kinds of gates and things. And more things to worry about maintaining. We have one small spot that we might make a fence to put up. With some wood pieces and some chicken wire. Just something simple enough to keep the dogs in when we're outside. But we're a long way from being able to do that. Hi, Zuzu. Buddy, what do you want? Like, I'm pretty sure you went out right before or as I was waking up. I guess it's about time. But I have a feeling Daddy's gonna take you out and then you're not gonna pee.
No, he's not.
Because you want to find the cat. Or the cat's gonna show up. Like a ghost out of the darkness. That one is. Although it's not dark out yet, but I don't know what to do for you, my friends. Like, he gets so upset if he's not the one that goes potty first. Oh boy, he will stand at the door and whine and cry. I don't know if he thinks that Momo's being taken to the vet again. I don't know. He's so jealous. He doesn't care what's going on. He wants to go. He has to be involved. he will have a full-on meltdown, whining and crying and pacing if Russell takes Momo potty first at night. It is absolutely ridiculous. And this is why I've had to learn to play WoW with one hand, so... One hand is petting the dog and the other hand is clicking and maneuvering with my mouse. Did he just come over to you?
Yeah, he's just gonna go back and forth.
I mean, it's been about 2.5 hours, I want to say. Maybe. I'll tell you what, Susie, I'll take you potty when I get done this level. How about that? We will take a quick potty break intermission. When we ding. Okay. I was nervous that deer was gonna get a piece of this, but they decided to stay over there. We were just out of range, I think, on that emoliation aura. Which is fine with me, because I really didn't want them to be part of that. Okay, cool. We're still out of range on that. All right. We are gonna keep on working through this level here. So hope everybody's had a good week so far. I don't really remember much of my week at the moment. Doesn't feel like Wednesday. It really doesn't. I feel like I lost a day somewhere. I didn't, but it feels like I did. I think my brain might have checked out for like half a day. It's just like, yeah, no. Ooh, there's our ding. Ooh, excuse me. Yay, ding. Alright. Let's see, how does this look for photo taking? Good enough. Alright. Let's go ahead and head back to Hatherford. And we'll get our /played going here. Now this one I had to make to replace the other Demon Hunter because of the flag on Threads of Fate World Quest option. Remember, if you're a bloodthirsty, you have to take the storyline playthrough. So let's do WoW challenges, blood. Oh, capital T today just doesn't want to work. Bloodthirsty, Soul Glaive. We are a Vengeance Demon Hunter, so we're also tank spec. Ding's level 47, so she's got, let's see, 47, 48, 49. 48, 48, 40, oh, 3 levels to go. Total kills at this point. Oh, wait. Jump in the gun. Jump in the gun. Slash played. Distracted myself. 3 days. 10 hours. 36 minutes. And 22 seconds. Now, total kills thus far. $5,058. Okay, so yeah, definitely less kills than the shaman has at this point. So this character is not as old as that shaman either. The shaman went through level squish. And this one most certainly did not. Alright, so that's been sent to Twitter. That's... what is that? That's Buzz. Didn't look like Buzz. I guess it was. Alright, okay, so let's do our vendor-y things first. Well, our designated vendor trash first. Shall we say. Since we have a few greens, we're gonna do that. So 249. And then that's another 37. I do all of the meat at the end. In fact, we'll probably end up with somebody needing another stack there, just based on how much further we still have to go. Alright, so we'll tuck you into here. Wow, 7,999 hit points. Alright then. Fascinating. Alright, where's the dog? I might need to take the dog potty.
Yeah.
Do I need to get him?
Well, he's settled down now, so give me a minute.
Alright. Never mind. Husband's gonna get him. Husband's gonna get him. Okay. All right. Oh, Tiber, don't forget, I still need your info on your pacifist. You can either Discord that to me or you can email it to me. Either one is fine. Alright, so we're gonna move on to Soul Survivor. This is our druid. Now they are in Bastion.
Did you know your thing boiled over?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Did you turn it down?
Uh-huh. It's on 4 now.
Does it need more water?
No. It boiled over, but it seems to have stopped.
How much did it boil over?
It boiled over. It hit the burner.
Like, was there a lot of mess?
I don't know,
or?
because it's long since melted away, and now it's all just solid shit caked on.
Oh. I wish I knew why it boiled over on the stove, but it doesn't do that in the oven.
It's probably because it's direct heat on the bottom. It's heating it faster.
Maybe.
So it's bubbling up and over, and then because we put the lid on, it acts like a pressure cooker until the pressure is big enough to shove everything out. I left it slightly cracked this time, so that way it doesn't do that, hopefully.
Alright.
Alright, Zuzu. You want out, Zuzu? Come on, if we're going out. Gotta go pee-pee? No? Okay.
Okay. So. And now the dog lays down. Alright, so, didn't get a whole lot this level. I did change where I was grinding, though. I'd started out up by Aspirant's Rest, where I usually go. And then I decided to move over this way. So we're currently 51, trying to hit 52. Only 3 greens this time out. So that's a little sad. We've got a little bit of... Since they're being chatty, we'll just go to combat log. I did have a little bit of vendor trash here. The only big ticket item we got so far this level on her was a slumber powder for 16 gold piece. So, you know, we'll see how things go. I really didn't feel like killing moths this level. Oh look, our friends is back. They must have changed their leveling path slightly, because I did not see them at all last night, which I thought was odd. But the moth is gone, so I don't know. And oh, that shit's gone too, so oh, we're just not in range of it. No, that's there. They must have just changed where they're killing stuff. But this one was able to handle the gore mobs surprisingly well. So, there we go. I'm just trying to get that other person off my combat log. So, it's been going okay. I did grab some food. I keep thinking I'm almost out of food, but I grabbed more bread. I just didn't add it to the bar yet. And these guys, like the horses, and the... I don't know what they are. Are they goat things? Are they deer things? Are they deer-goat hybrids? I don't know what they are. The grazer things. They look feathery and scaly at the same time. They also give more experience than the moths. So I kind of like going after them when possible. It's just not every class is able to handle that gore dot, because it means business. I mean, even though, I mean, it definitely means business on an iron. You may not survive that dot. Even on a bloodthirsty with the green gear and the extra hit points that you can get from that, it's still a serious damage dot coming in. Very much. So definitely need some way of dealing with that. Some sort of heal, or the ability to put out enough power to kill the thing quickly so that you can sit down and eat. Because it definitely hurts. I know a lot of times on the Death Knight, they go to hit gore. Like, I'll see gore cast, and it doesn't always land. And I don't know if that's my bone shield deflecting it or what. Oh, I never learned to fly here. Why can't I fly? It should have been unlocked. Do I need to learn travel flight form? Is that what it is? That's not what I want. No, base druid. General. I might need to do that level of riding training. That's fine. We don't really need to fly out here. Flying was letting me grab a couple extra mobs up top there, but we don't have to have it. We've maneuvered out here pretty well without it. It's by no stretch of the imagination necessary. So I was definitely late to the Learn How to Fly party. You know what? Because the DK can fly, so it must just be that I didn't train that one thing of flying. Now these mobs are gone. So yeah, maybe dude just wasn't playing last night. Because I did not encounter them at all whatsoever, which I thought was strange. Now, the bear druid has to be a bit more careful coming into this area because they have a few AoEs here. So I've had to kind of tailor my leveling path a little bit in respect to where I'm standing, being aware that a lot of my abilities are AoE and will hit something if it runs by me too close. See, 488 compared to 610, you know, I'm gonna try to do the 610 mobs if possible. So over here, there's a patrol of 2 of the horses together that run around. They're coming through the top of the screen now, about middle screen. So I have to be super careful how I pull so that I don't accidentally tag them as they're running by. And they just kind of keep running in a bit of a circle up there. So when I move to grab this one and this one, if they're still alive by time we go to pull them, we're gonna have to be extremely mindful of these 2. So I'm actually gonna pull you back. To here. Because even the DK, I did something last night, and I don't know what I did. But I did something, and I ended up with one of those horses from that patrol as an extra mob, and I was like, oh shit. So, because, you know, these guys do gore, and I definitely don't want 2 gore dots. I might have green gear on, but green gear will not necessarily save my ass if I get 2 of those dots on me, because they do hurt. They do take a good chunk out when you let them. So if I don't try to hit any sort of heal on this, you know, and then if you're thinking, oh, if I don't kill this fast enough, then it's gonna put one on me, and then the other one running by will probably put one on me, so gotta be careful. Now, we actually managed to kill that one before a second gore dot came out. The DK's been super slow. And I don't mess with those 2 horses. They can just run around all day. I'm always afraid they're both gonna pull, even though so far when I've accidentally pulled them, I've only pulled one. But I don't need that kind of bullshit, so with my luck, when I deliberately pull one, I'll probably end up with both of them. So we're just gonna leave them to their own devices. But you'll see the DK's a bit slower to kill this stuff. And sometimes gore will go off a second time, and I will still have gore ticking after the fight's over. Now, these guys don't do gore, but they do... That was my gore. I gored you back. the turtles don't do a gore themselves, so they're not putting a dot on me per se. But they're turtles, they're another tanky creature. So, they do take a little more effort, shall we say, to kill. Too far away. Well, it won't be too far away for long. Alright, see, this one just feels... Now, you'll see when we get to the DK why I feel like that one's just being so much slower compared to the druid. Like, I know we're 51, right? So we don't need to get through as much, and the mobs are going to be a little bit easier to deal with, but even though the Death Knight is 55 and the mobs are 53, they still feel like they're dying so slow. But again, I can't use Death and Decay with the DK because people like to train mobs. So when I'm over here, that's a problem. When I'm just killing the moths, I will use the Death and Decay because there's not a whole lot over there for people to drag through, because most of the mobs over there are neutral. The only thing that's bad about the turtles is that they don't always drop stuff. So that can be a little frustrating at times. Alright, let's see about getting our photo. Alright, let's try that. Okay. And we'll go ahead and hearth back. Okay. Excuse me. Whatever wood he's using to smoke is starting to get into my throat. Alright. So, let's go. WoW. Challenges. Bloodthirsty Soul Survivor. A bear. Beard. Yeah, okay. Bear Druid. Beard Druid. That's interesting. Your beard does all the attacking. Ding's level 52. So this one's got 8 more levels to go. We're looking at a slash plead of 5 days, 13 hours, 55 minutes, and 59 seconds. Total kills on this one are gonna be currently at 10,650. Nope, 650. There we go. My finger hit the wrong key there. Alright, so we'll send that to Twitter. Who dinged? Zenko? Zenko. Or they did something. Alright, let's get our Vendory mount out and we'll repair. Let's do the vendor trash first. Okay, so vendor trash came to 195.
Oh, do I have a deal for you?
And only 3 greens. Those were 229, even though there was only 3 of them. So, that's gonna be Soul Survivor, and we'll go ahead and swap servers now. And grab the DK. Alright. So DK picked up a couple of greens. She's sitting on 4 right now. She did pick up a lockbox. I might see if I can buy a key to open that off of Auction House. If I can't, well, then I guess I'll just be vendoring the box. I think I can. I think you could like fish up keys to open lockboxes this time through. So I'll just have to see if somebody's selling them. I don't think they were soulbound because I think I vaguely remember selling some. And we picked up 2 suffused horns off of the horses, so they're 18 gold apiece. So we'll see what money totals look like at the end of this level. Okay, Moth's still not back up. The horses, though. So we will go ahead and pull the horse. So these mobs that we're killing now, they're kind of maxed at level 53. They don't really go any higher than that because we're on story playthrough. Story playthrough didn't really scale for some reason. Not in the general sense, like... Oh, we picked up another green. Like, the level... Like, they scale to 53. I'm trying to figure out how to explain this. They don't... These ones don't scale over 53. There is another section that just has only level 60 mobs in it, too. So... You do have to be a little bit careful out here. You gotta know where you're traveling through. So having to take a normal character throughout here is extremely beneficial if you're paying attention to where certain level mobs hang out. Just a bit. Where'd you go? Oh, what'd you make? Oh, did you finish your spam?
No, I put it in the freezer.
The only thing with the DK is I get impatient about waiting for runes and reminding myself that I have to wait for runes. So that might also be what slows things down a little bit. I'm not sure if there's talents that speed the runes up. There could be. I don't know. I don't have a non-challenger DK right now, so... I do kind of have to remind myself to slow my pace down a little bit so that I can be doing something. Because Bone Shield takes 2 runes. Plus I'm not using Death and Decay, so that slows things down a little bit too. And I sort of have a tiny heal. Oh, I was going to buy more food. I forgot. I have a tiny heal with Death Strike. But, we're over 200 of 200 of the Umbral pelts now. But, you know, don't go charging in up here. There's a red one that we probably don't want to tangle with. Yeah, no. They're 13,000 health. And they probably hit very hard, like the Larians do. So, I mean, I know that we're at 20. I just don't know if we'd be able to take them. And it's not worth it for me to find out. What we're doing seems to be working. So, I'm inclined to just let things be. To be perfectly honest. But yeah, I do think the Death Knight's a lot slower because of having to wait for the runes and whatnot. So we can't just, you know, I mean, yeah, the Bear Druid needs rage, but the Bear Druid also gets rage from shit hitting them, so, you know. Definitely think Guardian's a bit stronger than the DK. At least in this play style. Without the talent points and stuff. And, I have been thinking about it. And... you dick. And, here we are, back to battling, friend. Battling for the kills. So I've been thinking about it, and seeing some people saying, oh, so we're gonna lose what abilities we have now and have to get them back through the talent tree. Well, yeah, that would make sense, because back in the old talent trees, where you had to put points in, a lot of your spells you acquired through the talent tree. Like, you had a core set of abilities, not many, maybe 3, if that. It was like 2 to 3 spells. And then stuff would get built in on top of it. So, if that ends up being the case, which I don't know for sure how it's all gonna play out. I haven't looked at that much information coming out yet. I don't want to overload my brain with things that may change between here and there. It might be like old leveling. Or leveling in Classic for those that didn't level through BC. And when did they take the talent trees away? Ow! Oh, my back. Was that Wrath? Or did we still have the point tree in Wrath? I can't remember. Ow! Oh, my back. My back is still not happy about sneezing. Oh, it's not as bad. It has improved a bit. But... oh my god. Thank you. Oh, here we go again. That time of year, everything is blooming outside. Whew. I have another one coming. Thank you. Sorry about that, guys. I think we've determined that I'm allergic to the hay fields around us as well. Which... damn it. Ow. Which doesn't help matters. Because, you know, there's farms all around us that have livestock. Excuse me. Sorry. Holy shit. And, they grow hay to help feed their livestock so they don't constantly have to be buying it from outside sources. And we've noticed that I tend to get extra agitated with my allergies when they've cut it. God damn. Why? Ugh. Excuse me. I feel another one. Excuse me. Oh. Am I done? I don't know. Like, I got a little dizzy when they were about to kick off, which was weird. And my eyes got, like, super watery. But yeah, we've kind of figured out that seems to be one of my triggers. I've had extensive allergy agitation since we moved here. I didn't grow up around a lot of farms, definitely a suburbs kid. So when we moved here, there's either a set of trees or something, or the hay combined with a type of tree down here. Yeah, my allergies are not impressed at all. Not at all. I'm on my actions. Why is it showing this dude in my combat log? Like, that makes no damn sense. Like, that's not my actions. I'm on my actions. It shouldn't be showing him what happened to me. Will that get him off of there? Maybe. Alright. Ooh. That was not fun, to say the least. Oh, I think we're done. How many was that? Goodness. It's really hard to play when your eyes start watering too. What are you doing? Oh, they must be, Gotcha. You are going for the ore. That's selenium ore, man. They just kind of shove that wherever, and it blends. All of the shit blends in out here. Like, you'll see me on the speed leveling videos where I'm, like, standing there for a second. I'm like, where the hell is it? And it's right next to me. So that gets a little frustrating out here, at least for me at times, but it was our safer option. Alright. So the higher XP ticket items that I feel okay enough killing, so like these guys, those deer goat things, and the horses, you know, once you get above them, then they start not to give quite so much XP. Excuse me. So it takes more of them to kill to get where we need to go. If we survive to ding, I might just go after the moths and just try to spread the leveling out over a few days. Just to try to make things a little bit easier. It depends on how much the moths give us. I'm trying not to step in the water here. Come on. Thank you. I mean, Death Grip's got a pretty decent range on it. try not to get in the water. If you do touch water, get that buff off as soon as possible, because the water, even a tiny little puddle, seems to buff you out here. Because I did accidentally touch water on the pacifist when I was trying to get an ore node, but I did manage to click off that buff as soon as I realized it. And we were okay. Just can't leave that on there. I mean, it doesn't really do you any good on a pacifist anyway, but if you get that on any of your challengers, you want to get that off ASAP. Alright, so we just have a few more to go here today. So definitely not a super long stream today. Tomorrow we'll be getting back to Parkitect as long as I have internet. They're saying we're going to have thunderstorms tomorrow. So, as long as we have power and internet, we'll be working on that campaign in Parkitect that we were struggling with the last time we were together playing that. I looked up on a wiki how to handle that particular campaign, so we will try to use some of that strategy, or what I remember of it, to figure that out. But at least I have a better idea of how to approach that one, and I will say when I was reading the strategy on that, would not have thought to even attempt to do that stuff that they had suggested, so. Alright, so we just need a few more. It's kind of funny, I'll be grinding on mobs out here for XP, and I'll have people stop and watch me, and then they'll whisper me, they're like, what are you farming for? Because they don't see me skin, right? And they're like, does this drop something? I'm like, no, I'm farming for XP. I'm doing a challenge where I have to grind to max level. And then they're like, oh, okay. I guess they think like a pet drops or something off of it. And they're like, is there a pet that drops off this that I don't know about? No. It's just I don't see that many people kill these things, so I feel like, okay, I won't be in the way too much or be too much of a nuisance if I'm killing something that I don't really see people bothering with. So that should be fine. I wonder if this turtle will ding us. Maybe. Yeah, what was my slash played this level? Like, just this level. Oh, right, we have to go back to general. 10 hours and 57 minutes, so almost 11 hours on this challenger, this level for me. And we still have a ways to go, so we still have like a good 4 levels to go, so it's only going to increase from here, friends, probably. Although, there's our ding. Although when we get to level 57, we should be able to move on to level 60 mobs, and they'll give us a little more XP, so that might speed things up a little bit. But we'll see. You've learned a new passive effect, Vampiric Blood. Increases all healing. Oh, hey, there's that panty raid person. Increases all healing and absorbs by 5%. And duration by 2 seconds. It's a passive. Interesting. Oh, okay. it's a passive that's part of that cooldown. Alright. Well, let's get our photo here. What's it look like in black and white? Oh, that looks kind of cool. Let's go with that one. Wait, hold on. What do the other filters look like? What is this? Oh, we haven't changed that or gotten that. Really? Okay. Alright. Neat. Alright, so we'll head back to Hero's Rest and get our slash plate. I actually kind of like how it's like all folded up and weird on the edges. We might not crop that. So WoW challenges, bloodthirsty, my bloody soul, blood DK. Surprise. Things level 56. Slash played is 6 days, 16 hours, 48 minutes, and 25 seconds. Total kills to date. 12,000. 750. Alright, so let's go ahead and we'll tweet that. And we'll grab our mammoth.
Talk to me.
And 6 gold repair bill. Not bad. Alright, let's start with our vendor trash. Alright, so vendor trash came to 333.
Time is money, friend.
And our greens came to 319. So 600 and change. Not bad. All things considered. So yeah. If I use the right mouse button. So not a bad leveling session. We didn't lose anybody, which is good. Very good for us. And let's see, who do we want to go see? Okay, we can go see this person. I don't think we've rated this person before. Hopefully I will be able to talk in their chat. So we're gonna go see Mount Everest. And don't forget, tomorrow we're going to be doing Parkadect. Friday we'll be doing the solo random zoo. Excuse me. And Saturday, we're not going to be doing anything because that's going to be my catch-up day this week. And then Sunday, we'll be doing something art-wise. I might be trying to fix our clouds if I'm able to. We'll see how that goes. I might be able to fix them before then. I don't know. See what kind of time I have. So until tomorrow, friends, you have a good day. And I will see you all later.